Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the ranch of Rivershine, and we're just going to go ahead and get going on day 10 and see what today's quests are for us. Okay, handy manure, what a way to start the day. I bet you've been collecting a whole lot of poop from your horses. I have an idea for you on how you could use all that manure if you're ready to get your hands dirty. Oh, not literally dirty, it just requires a bit of work. Okay. And training bonus. I'm sure you've been training hard for the competitions, and I wanted to talk to you about how you can improve your training sessions even more. Let's have a chat when you're in town. Okay, so that's the two exciting quests of the day. Pretty sure none of the other, I should say the one crop left is ready. It's not, so let's go see how the horses are this morning. Since we have 2 horses now and we have the stable upgraded for 2 more, let's go ahead and take care of Dawn first, since she is going to be sitting it out for a few days because I'd like to get her potential points kind of accruing so we can get that flexibility training up. It's a bit of a long-term goal with her. And then we have Belle. Still would have loved to have her. I mean, I guess at least I got to take you to Chestnut this time, but But she has a very limited number of points to work with, but also needs some flexibility training. But we're just going to kind of go with whatever works for her at the moment, because she's mostly just here for the ability to be able to pick up extra forage and whatnot, which is very, very important and exciting. Or maybe not quite exciting, but it's very useful, and there's nothing wrong with something being this useful. And we'll go ahead and we'll talk to River first to see what she has to tell us today. And then we'll take the trip to Lupine Meadow and do that. But I think we're going to collect all this forage that's in town first, because there's just no harm in having extra forage. Sorry, that was really awkward. I was hoping I could turn that without it being all weird, but it was weird. But yeah, we're going to collect all this forage because the more we have, the better off we are. Especially since right now we don't have all the farm fields upgraded. Or the crop fields, however they're labeled. And since we have the lovely luxury of having Pancake do all the picking up for us, it's a lot easier. We don't have to hop off the horse anymore to get this stuff picked up. So we'll do all this, and then we'll swing by Rivers for her quest and see what she needs. It should be the quest for the speed arena, which isn't something that's... It shouldn't be too expensive for the first to unlock it. Hopefully not, because we're not working with a lot of funds right now because we bought a horse and whatnot. So I've been wondering, have you fed any grains to your horse recently? It's a very good way to focus training on a specific skill. Each type of grain will double your horse's skill training for the day, so be mindful what you feed them. I'll give you a bit of each grain so you can try it yourself. Here, have a bit of corn to train speed, barley for endurance, millet for flexibility, and wheat for jumping. Of course, you have to choose only one type of grain to feed your horse daily. We can't have Graceful Belle eating all those grains every day. Okay, so we weren't actually unlocking the... see, I'm ahead of myself. I was thinking, yeah, we're on the arena, but no, we're still in the early days of other things and just getting the simple basics done. But at least we can kind of collect up a lot of those feeds for right now, since we don't have really anyone to use them on. Since I'm not really in a rush to train Belle up, since she's really limited in everything, but she's mostly just here for forage collecting, so it really doesn't hurt if she's just got most things in her speed and endurance, because that's what's super helpful with her in terms of zipping around to these various locations. Either way, we'll pick up this extra forage, and then we'll go to Lupine Meadow. It's not really a very exciting sort of day, but I guess it fits with a rainy day. It is definitely raining. But, you know, gotta get the horses out and take care of them and continue on with whatever Rivershine has to offer for us. I just keep getting ahead of myself, expecting quests that we're not ready to unlock yet. Okay, and we have this one little bit right here left, and then we'll go to Lupine Meadow and see what we can get there. It's good to get so many carrots and things. Mostly just like collecting all the health related forage, because that's just super helpful later. Because it seems like a lot of the wild horses end up with rain rot. So we'll just kind of collect things and just kind of have another one of those chill days. It'll get much more exciting when we've got more horses to tend to and unlock things like the wild horses and more trails and whatnot. Well, that and the additions of being able to breed horses. It's always fun to see what colors you get and trying to get all that figured out. I don't have the last achievement for that yet, the Steam one that's for having, I don't remember what that was called. It's the one that has where you've managed to breed a foal that has every genetic type in it. Either way, whatever that was called, that is what I don't have yet, because I was slightly working for that in my other save I have going for myself. But then I've been wanting to spend time, being able to do these videos and working on this one, because I've got other things I'd like to add to the channel. So it's been a lot of debating on that and trying to figure out what seems like the best idea. So, we'll get to fun. Maybe I can get that achievement on this one, for as, content for the channel, and maybe those of you who watch will have the, a little bit of joy alongside me trying to get that much figured out. Where did she go? Oh, okay. Okay, that doesn't look healthy. Okay, whew, no need to show me. I can smell all that horse manure on you from a mile away. It's exactly what we need. I have 4 fertilizer recipes to teach you today, all with manure as the star ingredient, plus a unique ingredient for each of them. No worries, you won't have to remember all of this. I'll write it down. I'll write the recipes down for you. That way you'll always be able to look them up from your inventory. Okay. Not not healthy at all. Okay, let me try to lead her away, because no one needs a horse in their house, and whatever was going on there with the meshes going together like that. Okay, so that is kind of all the quests for today. Let's pick up a few more things here. And I guess we'll kind of work our way... Oops, I did not mean to do that. That was a long, kind of unrealistic leap there. But yeah, we'll kind of just work our way back to... Which I guess we don't really have to. We'll pick up this forage and then we'll we'll do the return or go to entrance thing. It's faster. And then we can go on to whatever the next day has in store for us. Kind of a simple sort of thing going on. It's kind of hard to remember when all these quests unlock at different things. Especially because, you know, it's, like I said, I'm just looking forward to having the wild horses. But we're not there yet. But at least we got some, you know, we got Belle out today. Got a little bit of work for her done. Get her brushed up. And she's all good. And we can kind of leave everybody to kind of relax, and we can go and end the day and start with the next one, which we'll see what that has in store. Oh, the Fertility Pasture. I've drawn up new plans that you might be interested in a fertility pasture. It would allow you to breed a horse or two, breed two of your own horses together if you would like to start raising foals. Visit my lumberyard in Pine Forest whenever you'd like me to start the construction. Okay, so that's a very straightforward sort of day. When are these due? I hope this didn't glitch out. They're ready tomorrow. Okay, so they're fine. And then this is still okay. See, and then this is saying nothing is growing here. Okay, we're gonna try putting some of that there. I wonder why that's so glitchy with that. I really don't usually plant orchard hay very often because it's so common to find it. I wonder if it's bugged. Because I have seen things with that in the Cozy Bee Discord about this bug happening with that. It's just the first time I've ever experienced it. But I know in the last save I did, I actually experienced a giant vegetable thing, which was the first for me. So there's a few bugs that still need to be ironed out in this game. But it really doesn't harm the playability of it much. It's just kind of like little annoyances. But, you know, compared to some games out there that are practically unfinished, but the companies have moved on to a sequel, I really can't complain. You know, there's still a lot of love and care that has gone into this. Okay, so we're gonna go visit Liam today. I'm not planning on doing breeding right this moment because the only thing we have access to are beginner stat horses, and we'll be like that for a while. I mean, it's possible I may do another video series on this game at a later date where, you know, you do a challenge that I saw on the also on the Discord, where you only have beginner level horses and you have to train up the skills. You know, each foal, you know, you can only buy or catch beginner level horses from the wild, and you have to breed up everything higher. So if you have to work it up until you have the expert level quality horses, which I've never done that before, challenge myself, but it could be an interesting thing to do in this game at some point. You know, for another series, just for interest's sake. But this one I wanted to do just kind of my own regular gameplay. I have no idea why I went too far this way. I need to go this way. This way. I always do that and like get off. I don't know why Liam's house just completely just doesn't work in my brain in terms of where it's located. But yeah, this particular playthrough is just my own style, how I like to do things. But I'm thinking, you know, down the road we could do different types, which could be fun. Let's see, oh yeah, it's early yet, he's not here. So we're home, we'll go over here. Yeah, we could have a lot of options in terms of what all can be done, so we'll just have to keep going, and I'll see how it works out in time. Okay, here's Liam. I'm sure you've been very excited to see these plans. I can now build a fertility pasture on your ranch, which will allow you to pick 2 of your own horses to breed together. And if you're lucky, you'll have a foal to raise on your ranch. Now, there's a bit more you need to know about raising foals, but I might not be the best person to help you with that. But I'm sure you get help along the way just from someone else. Well, take a look at what I have in store. Okay, the fertility pasture, we do have enough to go ahead and get it, which I might just go ahead and spend the money. I mean, I know we're saving up for a few other things, but this way we have it and it's there. I guess we really should work on the relationships with him. So Liam's saying, okay, how may I help you? I can handle any carpentry projects, assuming I have the materials, of course. Does that sound convincing? Probably not. I've been trying to come up with a good greeting for customers. My mentor used to say, what can I do for you today? So simple. Why can't I think of something like that? Right now it's how about, hi, I'm Liam, ready for carpentry from 9 to 6. See, that's a no-go. Then how about this? Boo. Prepare to be shocked by this amazing carpentry service. Not quite. Last one, I promise. Woo, it's carpentry time. Okay, I see none of those worked. What should I do? I can't just steal my mentor's slogan. He's kind of he's like a cute dork. You just kind of have to love him because he means well, but he's just awkward. He has like... Okay, that was it for today, I guess. I mean, well, in terms of actual quest-related things, it's like a quiet few days. I mean, I feel like I should get a stallion and try to breed just for some interest at this point in time in terms of this, you know, for content watching, but I just don't know. I mean, right now we don't have enough money to buy another horse because I bought the pasture. I don't know. We'll figure this out in good time. I mean, it might be one of those things where we wait to breed until we've unlocked the first wild horse pen, because that way then we at least have a little bit more interesting color to work with. Which, I mean, the first one, it'll be Lupine Meadow, which is the splash pattern wilds, which are probably my least favorite coat in real life. Just generally, I just don't care for the look of them as much. I don't know why that is. It's just not a pleasing paint pattern to me. But I imagine others are really fond of them. It's just me. So yeah, but you know, we'll still have something to work with. It's just hard to figure out how to keep this all very interesting sometimes, because I knew these earlier quests are kind of a bit spread out and there's only so much to do at the start, especially with so few horses to train. I don't have like huge plans at the moment. Even though we have a lot of content to unlock yet, we have to have the money to do that, so it's a process, I know. But all in all, you know, we're getting there. Just randomly riding around at the moment as we are. I was really hoping to find some. Oh yeah, I forgot this one chest is here. We're gonna just go ahead and get this while we're right here for the black endurance saddle. Still waiting to actively get that stuff until until we have the dye recipes to collect as well. It's just easier that way. But that's one down, so we don't have to worry about collecting that later. But I keep hoping we'll find some wood shavings, and it just seems like we're just not getting lucky on that for some reason. Usually it's not this stingy with them. Here's some. One pile's better than nothing. At least with the double forage, we have 2 piles instead of 1. It all adds up. I'll be happiest when I can access Azul Coast and get free sand. Sand is the best. I love the sand. It lasts so much longer. Well, plus, you know, being able to get free watermelons is awesome. There's so much I want to get to, and you have to, you know, it takes time to get there. I think we'll go ahead and we'll collect this real quick, and then we'll do the go to entrance thing. Oops, and did I pick up what was over here? I don't remember. I don't see it, so oh no, I missed it. I just walked past it. Okay, well, Pancake got it. Little extra barley never hurts. At least we'll see how Belle is doing on her training, which is, like I've said, it's just real simple for her because I'm just not sure what the goals are long term, since she is limited in terms of the number of perk points or potential points she has. And I mostly just have her at the moment for her harvester trait, which she's only got 6 points left. So yeah, there's only so much I can do. But she might kind of be one of those horses that we train, you know, we use up her points, kind of keep her for a little while, and then sell her on to a new home. I'm kind of suspecting that's what's going to happen, because, I mean, you know, it's kind of the base coat level, and I don't know if I want to keep her too long. And we can always get another harvester. It's not impossible. But I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to end the video this time right there. And I will see you all in the next one for hopefully a little bit more jazzy sort of quests. I will see you all next time.